Hello, this is Benjamin from National Camera Exchange. In this Lightroom tutorial, we're going to go to the Develop module and take a look at the Spot Removal tool. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Spot Removal tool, and this is a tool we're going to use pretty frequently to remove things like dust spots that we might have on interchangeable lens cameras, or even for fixing up maybe an acne spot, a little pimple in a portrait, or removing a stray eyelash from a cheek. This is a really handy tool to sort of erase pixel data and seamlessly fill it in. There's a couple different modes for this brush to work: clone and heal. Generally, we're going to use heal probably a little more frequently. Heal sort of chooses a selected area and looks at surrounding pixels and replaces it and sort of blends it in a little bit more. This photograph of this lake landscape, this frozen lake, was taken by Jason Brown, and I've sort of change the contrast and brightness to embellish these dust spots, make them a little more clearly visible. See them around here. I'm going to zoom in on one of these so that we can work on getting some of this dust out of it. Where's my dust spot? Let's zoom out again. There it is. So here's a really clearly visible dust spot. And the first thing I want to do is change the size of my spot removal tool. Really, it doesn't need to be any larger than that actual speck in the photo. I don't really want to replace good original pixel data. This will work better if I keep it more localized to just that troublesome area. And I'm just going to mouse over it. I click on it, and it even shows me here where it's kind of blending pixel data from. Pretty close by. These pixels look really similar, and if I push enter to apply that spot removal, well, that's pretty seamless. Actually, I'm going to go back to it once again, though. Call up this same change, and see my opacity slider down here? I don't want any of that dust coming through at all, so I'm going to move the opacity all the way up so it completely goes away. See, I can vary that opacity. I also have a feather control for this. Feathering sort of changes a gradient so that it'll totally remove, the centermost area, but gradually reintroduce the original pixel data surrounding it. I can always adjust that as well, but for dust removal or a pimple or something, we're probably not going to use too much feathering. The next kind of mode for this tool is cloning, and in cloning, I actually kind of cookie cutter grab the another area in the image that it just drops down. So if I bring this to this cloudy area, you see exactly those cloudy areas are dropped in. There's no blending or mixing of the tones here at all. So this would be probably something you use a little less frequently, but it can be handy as well. Let's go back to our healing mode, and I'm going to go down to the kind of bottom corner. I think I saw some additional dust down here. Get rid of some of these guys. There's another one. This is nice and fast. This used to be pretty painstaking stuff, getting rid of dust spots, and it's not such a hassle in this new version of Lightroom. There's another way we can use this tool. I've got it in the healing mode, and I've got these foot tracks in the background here. Say I want to actually get rid of those. They're kind of distracting, and I want a more seamless kind of snow look back here. Well, I can take the tool, click, and now I can actually drag. So I'm kind of depressing the tool as I make this adjustment, and I'm choosing all the area that I want to get rid of. I let off of that, and look, it goes right to the pixel data below and blends it in to replace it. Kind of pull back here a little bit so you can see that. Push enter, and that's a really seamless job. It's sort of content aware. It looks at what's in there and it goes, well, let's get rid of that as opposed to what's around it and replace it, kind of mix it in, blend it, get rid of it. Again, that's also really useful for like a stray eyelash in somebody's cheek or something like that we might want to completely remove from the photo, or even a little scar or something like that in a photograph. Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorials, and feel free to let us know what other tutorials you'd like to see in the comments below this video. I'm Benjamin with National Camera Exchange.